Hello, everybody. Chris Wood here. Just jumping on for a couple minutes to say after 3.5 years of revenge retaliation, of body mutilation, skull deforming, brain injuring, constant numbing 24/7, kidnapping, medical blacklisting, sodomy, sex assault, arrest refusals, false arrest to deflect crimes in an attempt to give me a record compliments of Lennox and Addington Provincial Police, Ontario Provincial Police, for me speaking of their crimes, homeless human trafficking and homeless exploitation for monetary gain and other crimes that were taking place. As a result, I became a victim. I've been kidnapped. I've been medically blacklisted, medical discrimination, lies, time buying, cover ups, arrest refusals, being surrounded hands on guns by police to prevent anything legal on them and on doctors and on their Hells Angels bandito bosses, inmate sex offenders who are harbored, serial killers, drug traffickers, and co offenders with and for O.P.P. Spencer Mills 14716. I was sold by this piece of shit for this identity theft, for trafficking, and for framing. I was kidnapped to have my blood and piss stolen from me. I was falsely arrested to get my pictures, prints, signatures, and everything else they needed for this forgeries, framings, and fraud against me. And this has been going on since 2019. Back in 2019 of August, I was shot by ex-O.P.P chief or commander, him and somebody in a black truck. And ever since then, the medical problems started, the lies, the time buying, the cover-ups, the deformings that I've been going through, and I've been proving it. Being constantly numbed down, having different people using what is called remote neural monitoring on me, which is police and military tech, been in use since the 60s, and not a lot of people are aware of it. Nano microchip implant for the central nervous system and also for invasive surveillance, and the police are using it criminally, giving it to inmates they are harboring, psych ward patients, and serial killers, and they're also using it, giving it to pedophiles to for children. They are uh, involved with sex slavery, children to pedophiles, adults to sex offenders, to whatever. And they are using R&M for it because it enables invasive surveillance. These pedophiles are using it on your children, and you might not even be aware of it. They might not even be aware of what is taking place with them. And having these perverts use on it while they're masturbating because it involves invasive surveillance where they actually can criminally broadcast through you like a damn hologram. And this is how I'm going through my identity theft and changes as well. I've had stuff going through my body. I have piss and shit going through my body from all of these bastards who are using this on me. I have absolutely no feeling or stimulation on the right side of my head anymore. My skull's been seriously split. My brain has been seriously fucking injured. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it because Lennox and Addington County General Hospital, from administration, Wayne Cubbyduck, Sarah Fiddler, to Paladin Security, to Dr. Tatiana B., aka Margie B., Dr. Joy Hadley, Dr. Waldron, Dr. Pritchard, Dr. Barton, Dr. McGregor, triage nurses Terry, Tanya, and David are all involved with O.P.P crimes and with their Hells Angels bosses and Bandito bosses. Billy Wooldridge was 34 Water Street, now 149 Center Street North, approximately 73 years old, bald, glasses, goatee, child stalker, sex offender, and very untouchable. Billy Wooldridge. I just got finished saying that that was his last known used name. Obviously, it might be a fake name. And then there's Blair Hardy. He is boyfriend to Spencer Mills. He is a human trafficker, drug trafficker. He laces drugs to commit murders to make it look like just another junkie bought bad drugs and overdosed. And meanwhile, it's being done on purpose with that intent. He's guilty of rapes. He's guilty of being involved with the murder of Jack Clark, along with Jason Two-Step Gimpy Van Alstyne as well. For O.P.P. it was done as well. There is, and then there is one teabag Tyler Lake, who him and his girlfriend Holly Carlisle have a pug dog, and they are using remote neural monitoring on their dog between their dog and my lab, and as a result, from the EMFs and radiation, it gave my dog cancer, just like when Billy Wooldridge and Blair Hardy were using it on my mother when they were stalking her, and it gave her cancer as well, causing her death. They conveniently gave my mother cancer from this shit. They're giving my dog cancer from this. I probably have tumors. I have no feeling or stimulation in the right side of my head in any way, shape, or form. I have what feels like little tubes coming up in my under my tongue all the time and in the roof of my mouth, and I get hypoxia. I get my oxygen cut off to my fucking brain all the time, and it's causing serious brain cell death while being called a self-harmer and suicidal and all these other fucking lies that are not true in any way, shape, or form. Lies against me about having long criminal record and history. Lies against me about having long psychological record and history and not true in any way, shape, or form. And none of these bastards who have told these lies against me have to prove anything. I've been trying to get help legally, medically, and every other way I possibly can for 3.5 years while being prevented from it and being called a liar, being told I was hallucinating, being sodomized by O.P.P staff sergeant in 2019 with Billy Wooldridge because it's her fucking boss and because it was done to fucking obstruct and because it was against the O.P.P. She looked like she just got finished railing a big line of cocaine and reeked of whiskey at 10 o'clock in the morning if she really wants to make accusations on people. I'm 50 years old and I've been through complete identity changes, which I have completely shown and proven 100% that this is happening and not being able to do anything about it because it's O.P.P revenge. Half of these cops now are conveniently transferred to avoid arrest and charging on them and also lawsuits on them and as well as O.P.P. So they transfer in hopes of deniability. They lie, they buy time, and then when it comes time, the pressure starts getting good. They transfer. So in hopes for deniability too through their badges. I'm not just picking these people off the top of my head. I had no association with any O.P.P whatsoever in any way, shape, or form before August of 2019, before I spoke of crimes that were taking place here in NAPANEE, and then I became a victim. My lung has been screwed on my right side. I have trouble breathing all the time. I have different people broadcasting through me. Billy Wooldridge, Blair Hardy, Tyler Lake, Jason Van Alstyne, DH now, and you know exactly who I mean. There's Isaac. There's Bucktooth Bob or Barry. There's Allie Cooper. There's Michelle Irish. There's also Holly Carlisle, the Tyler Lake's girlfriend, the one that's guilty of using R&M on my dog as well and causing him cancer with intent. They are guilty of attempted homicide on me. They are guilty. Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge is guilty of murdering my mother for revenge. And they are guilty of murdering the entire Wood bloodline by doing this to me. If I share any DNA besides my direct Wood bloodline, which I can prove, or my brothers through my mother, my half brothers through my mother, everybody involved, you are seriously fucked. I've done nothing but only speak of police crimes, and as a result, I am the victim in this. Not to play the victim role, but I am the one that's the victim in all of this for 3.5 years while cops and doctors are using their badges, positions, credentials, their lies, their time buying, their cover ups, and everything else to get away with the crimes that they've been getting away with. I have to lose my fucking memories. I have to lose my identity and everything else by a bunch of pieces of shit cops who are looking for fucking revenge using the people that they will not touch and arrest, who are inmate junkies, who are Hells Angels and banditos that they are associated with and work with and for, pedophiles, sex offenders, drug trafficking, identity thefts and frauds, insurance thefts and frauds, disability welfare thefts and frauds for anybody here in Canada. They do it. They're collecting insurance policy frauds on your victims and then having them to collect the policies. So nice going, Blair Hardy, Billy Wooldridge. That's probably how you got your money for the Mercedes you used to drive, Blair Hardy, a couple years ago. It was through human trafficking, was through drug trafficking, identity thefts. How many people have you truly murdered? How many people have you truly bought and sold with O.P.P and committed crimes like this using the R&M to play Pontius Pilate fucks, causing people serious brain injuring and everything else, body mutilations, and getting away with it? Everyone down your fucking face. And then I would love to curb stomp you because that's exactly what you deserve. I've been seriously deformed and injured, and I'm going through this by a couple punks. A fucking goof named Jason Van Alstyne and another fucking goof who is Tyler Teabag Lake. And you're lucky you're in hiding, and you're lucky that you're O.P.P little bitches, you fucking little scum. I'm 50 years old. You're what, 30, 35 between the two of you, maybe 40. Blair Hardy is 65. Billy Wooldridge, you delusional piece of shit, no good fucking goof. You delusional asshole. You think that you and I were switched at birth? I am 50, you're 70, 73 years old, you fucking dummy. That's from all the heroin you do and from being so fucking delusional and being in a permanent mess psychosis. You fucking goof. I don't even like that word, but that's Tyler. We're Lake's fucking bullshit. And this is all in hopes that I also pick up their memories too, and then I start fucking acting like these little punk ass bastards. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off here. Chris Wood, love all, hate none, be safe, watch yourself, watch your children. This is how O.P.P traffic, frame, and kill their victims. So be safe, everybody. Love all, hate none. Hit that like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I will answer. I would actually like to hear from some of my subscribers once in a while. Share this because it's very serious and important. I have proven 100% the changes that have been done to me. Chris Wood, love all, hate none. You will pay for this, every single one of you assholes involved with this. I've done nothing but speak of police crimes, and as a result, I've been proven all of the crimes against me while not being able to do a damn thing about it because it's O.P.P revenge for 3.5 years now. So, and nobody is arrestable. Anybody's had any dealings with O.P.P, fight it because they're guilty of treason, domestic terrorism, human trafficking. Families are murdered and missing is the police as well. The cops you think you know, the doctors that are aiding and co-committing criminally and covering up their fucking crimes with and for them. Using badges, positions, credentials. Good job. Poor, homeless, elderly, disabled. Beware. Be safe.